Look at me here on time, which because on time is actually a little bit before because we're supposed to start writing at 8 instead of me sliding in here at 8. It's not like I don't get up early enough. I'm always up. I might 5:30, 6:30, I'm always up, but I'm not like I'm doing other things and getting ready for this. And so the fact that I slide in here at 8 is ridiculous. But I was actually sitting here waiting. I thought I'm supposed to go on early anyway. Don't wait till 8. So here I am. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all ready to get some writing done. Today I am working on it's writing, but it's still promotional stuff. So I'm hoping by the end of this week to have all my ducks in a row for my release of A Calling for a Phoebe. I've got a lot of people that have been applying for my advanced reader copies to give me reviews on the opening day, which is great. I am applying for some promotions, and yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Still don't know what I'm going to write next. Like I've got a bunch of open up projects, a bunch of things that have started, but I haven't decided what I'm going to jump into next to finish. All right. Speaking of jumping in, it's 8 o'clock. Let's get this going. 25 minutes of writing, 5 minutes of chit chat at the end, like we do every day. If you're new here, I'm Jennifer Carl Tong with the Christian Indie Writers. 2, 1, go. I forgot to add the sound every single time. There you go.
Three, two, one, done.
And that's our first sprint. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Teresa. Piper, good morning. Tiara, welcome to the stream. I see that you came over with Teresa. Appreciate you coming on over here. Cad says, Cad, the secret Mario lad. Hi, my lovelies. This is your reminder to hydrate. Yes. Posture check and save your work because it's important because you deserve the self-love. And if no one's told you today, I'm proud of you. You are now my favorite person on my stream. I love that. And speaking of the posture check, it made me think this morning. All right, so this morning waking up, I thought, when's the last time that I made everybody stand up during the 5-minute break, which is exactly what we're supposed to do. So everyone get up and move around during this 5 minutes. Teresa said that made me jump. That's what always happens to me, but I actually saw it coming this time. So I know it's like, maybe I could find a timer that has like a nicer, softer 3, 2, 1. But most timers are like, so at least it's a person, right, saying that. So Piper says, "Aw, Cad." Oops, sorry. My mouse, like, I dropped it on the way down the stairs the other day, and so it's kind of toast. I kind of fixed it, but so now I'm trying to use my pad up here when I stand up. But anywho, so how'd y'all do? What'd you get done? I I responded to some emails. So those of you that don't know, I am in the middle of getting my ARC team together, and so I had to write some letters to people. Teresa says 354, my highest count of the morning. Good for you. Good, good, good. That's about probably close to being halfway to where you need to be, right? Teresa said when she came on here that she had several hundred words to get to her goal. So, what are you working on, Teresa? I know you finished book 1, right? Is this another book or is this like a rewrite or an edit? I'm just curious to know. Yeah, so I'm about ready to write an email to my those that have signed up for my ARC readers because I just went over to where was I? Kobo. And I'm starting to gain some traction on Kobo for the first time ever. And discovered that somebody didn't leave me a review. They just left me a rating of a 3, which is fine. If that's how you felt about it, that's fine. But I have no other ratings on there. So I was going to just kind of reach out to my crew and say, if you're interested in putting a review over there, and if it's a 3, that's fine. But like, I want more than one review over there, or one. It's not even a review. It doesn't even say, they don't even say why they didn't like it or why they gave it a 3. Good morning, Melody. You wonderful Melody. It's nice having you this morning. Piper says, my daughter got up and dished on her night at work. So I grabbed breakfast and now I'm in my room again, hopefully without distractions. But how lovely that your daughter is there with you and is able to dish with you. I love it when my girls share with me about their life. I have 3 daughters, ages 10 to 15, and some of them are more like willing to share. And there's one in particular, I'm not going to even call her out, but that is like she's just quieter and like doesn't really open up. So when she does, I stop everything, like whatever I'm doing. And if she wants to talk about, I don't care, dolls, TV shows she was watching, books she's reading I don't know anything about the book. I don't care. Whatever she wants to dish on, I do. So Teresa says started a new book for Camp Nano. All right, that's awesome. I'm doing a Christian contemporary romance this time. Yay! Good for you, Teresa. Piper says mini gremlin just came in and tell me there are deer in the front yard. Oh, we have that a lot here at our house too. We have a lot of deer around here. Yeah. So my hair is super frizzy today. Oh, by the way, minute left before we start again. I'm only here until 9:30 today. Unfortunately, my stylist could only get me in today at 10. She was super booked. So normally I don't have curly hair. My hair is just super dry and it needs to be cut. So I have to go do that today at 10. So in order to get there in time, I have to be done at 9:30. So I'm really sorry about that because I'm sorry for myself too because I have a lot of work to get done. But all right. So Piper says we had a chat yesterday about respecting my writing time. So I think by giving her a few minutes, it will help protect my writing time. That's good. Good for you. Everybody should have that conversation. Let's talk about that. Remind me if I forget. Let's talk about that in the next break. We'll talk about how many more words we got, what we got done, and we will talk about that as well. All right. So here we go, ladies.
3, 2, 1, go.
Done. Did that scare you, Teresa? Because it kind of scared me. I didn't have it as close to the mic either this time. I thought it'd be a little bit nicer. So, all right, I got 424 words done. How did you guys do? I'm standing up. You guys should stand up too. Only have one more sprint with me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, but look at my hair. Seriously. I don't know what's wrong with it, why it's so dry. Hopefully she'll have some advice, but I know what her advice is going to be. She always wants to cut it. Teresa said she didn't get as much. Not as much. But was it still productive? I hope it was still productive for you. All right. So we're going to talk about respecting writing time. So this is something we've talked about on the podcast too. I'm pretty sure we had a whole episode about it. Maybe not. Maybe we should. But I think this is super important to to have conversations with our family members about this. I think that especially if you're a female, I apologize if you're not and you're listening to this, but Tracy got a 179. I think that's good. Piper got 40 words and a weeping mini gremlin. Oh, I've had those days. I've had those little days. She said, so not so much respecting writing time going on yet. Oh, so she said, I meant not as scary, LOL, but not as many words. Okay. So early on, I kind of felt like, well, I can't tell them to leave me alone because, I'm the mom and, I didn't feel like I had any place to stand and say that this is my legitimate career. Right. And then one day I all of a sudden thought, you know what? If I don't make it my legitimate career, it's not going to be my legitimate career. Just because I'm not making money back then, that's because I'm not making any money doing this doesn't mean that it's not important to me. And so we had the conversation early and I'm really glad that I did, but it doesn't mean that it always works. It's been a process. It has been a process. And my girls are older. My youngest is 10. So that makes it a whole lot easier. But just last night, my husband came to me and said, okay, so how much money are we investing in promotions for this book? If we had not had this conversation early on and treated this as a business from the beginning that he's also a partner in, has to be financially, then I don't know that he would have had that same attitude. So I'm just encouraging you as writers, especially if you're new to the game, to have that conversation with your family members, have those conversations with your husband, with your wife, because it is so important that they see it as a business as much as you do. So Piper says the sprints while the girls are still home before going to school are harder because they need help to get out the door. Yep. I remember those days. I didn't even try to write when I was trying to get the kids out the door. Their mom is here, but that's how life rolls. Yeah, I know. Because your grandma, no matter what, grandmas are always important. So, yeah. I guess it's hard. I know that's hard to hear this, but enjoy it as much as you can because someday it won't be there, right? For example, my mom has dementia. I've mentioned this before. She still is pretty, I wouldn't say high functioning. She's still home with my dad. But she's not capable of, she still remembers the girls' names. We don't have issues like that, but she just isn't she just isn't grandma anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I am just grateful for your little girls that they have a grandma that is active in their life, right? But the mom needed to hear that every time she walks in with some urgent issue that's only going to take 3 minutes, it rips me out of a flow and it takes me so much longer to get back to where I was. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely get that. So I'm sorry, Piper. It's kind of one of those things that there's no solution for, right? And someday they'll figure it out and they'll be able to do that. But before school is hard. It is very, very, very hard. So, all right, we have 1 minute already. Woo. Again, this is the last one, and I'm going to be out the door. So sorry about that. But again, you see the problems. I can't take it anymore. Ugh. This is just, I don't have natural curl. I guess I have natural wave, but not like this. This is all of a sudden, maybe it's a menopause thing. Maybe I'm entering menopause. I don't know. Nobody wants to hear about menopause. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our last one, make it work. Make it worth it. Lock the door, Piper. Put on headphones on.
Two,
Just kidding.
Go.
Go. I'm terrible. Three, two, one, done. I was not ready for that. Oh, that went very, very fast. Very fast. So how'd y'all do before I get out of here? Because I'm going to get my hair trimmed. So tomorrow I won't be here. Tomorrow it's not my day off. I still work. I just don't do the live stream because lots of times there are things that I have to like do for my kids or for my family. And so having one morning where I can be flexible and work later in the day, it just really helps me out. So I got an email finished that I'm going to be sending out to my ARC readers. I sent an email to Fussy Librarian, and I got some other things done. I got a lot done during that break, but it just went really, really fast. Piper says, I got 208 words and a phone call from my daughter with an answer to prayer. We've been praying for months for her. Yay! Well, that's like the best news we've had all morning. That's awesome. Congratulations, Piper. Melody says, got more words done, so I'm happy. Good. Hey, words are words, right? Teresa got 331, hit and exceeded her goal. Yay. Anyone else besides Teresa doing Camp Nano? This is probably the first year in a long time I haven't done it. I'm not saying I've won. The only time I've won Camp Nano because I not that I don't take it as seriously as Nano. I just there's so much more going on in April, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the only time I won Camp Nano was this darling book right here. So I just saw recently, I found a book online. It was Kindle Unlimited, so I went ahead and bought it or downloaded it, whatever you call it, for Kindle Unlimited. And it was about it was a writing craft or something, outlining. It was an outline book, and so I kind of had my own system, but like I was bored, so I'm like, I'll see what they have to say. And within the first chapter, they were going on and on about how Camp Nano doesn't work and that you won't get a published book. And here I sit with two books that Nano period doesn't work. And so here I sit with not one, but two Nano projects, Camp Nano, Nano. So don't listen to it really is all about you. Do you have to do Camp Nano to be successful as an author? Nope. Does it mean that you're not going to be successful if you do Camp Nano? Nope. It's all about you. Camp Nano is just one tool, right? Nano is just one tool. So let's see. CAD got 434. Now I think that's good. I think that's really good. Jamie gets several hundred in 25 minutes. She just types really fast. She's just a fast thinker. I get somewhere around what CAD did when I'm very, very focused. Lately, I've not been getting it, but I don't care. I'm like Melody. Words are words. I'm glad when I get words in. So, Piper says, "Haters gonna hate." LOL. Yeah. if it's not for you, it's just not for you. Jamie doesn't like it. It's not for her. She'll still participate sometimes, but begrudgingly, and it just isn't her thing. That's okay. Don't write a whole book around it. It's not like and saying like authoritatively that it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for you. Just like we always try to say when we like introduce topics like this coming Friday, we're going to be talking about going perma-free. And we're going to start this out like we do every episode on topics like this, is that your results might vary. Just because it worked for someone or didn't work for someone doesn't mean you're going to have the same experience. So same thing. So whenever you read author help books, just keep that in mind. Try out what they say. Maybe it'll work for you, but don't beat yourself up if it doesn't, because we are all so individual. So yeah, as Piper knows really well, because she took the Write Better Faster course, and Tina took it as well. And Tina raves about it because it really looks at you individually as who you are as a person, as a writer, and works that way. So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, okay, good. We got some talk. Kat says I can get anywhere between 500 and 1,000, maybe a little over 1,000 in 25 minutes. What? It really depends on the day and whether or not I'm hyper focusing or not. I'm curious, Cad, are you a pantser or a plotter? I gotta know. Inquiring minds have to know. Tracy says her business plan has nano months as book writing months, drafting. The rest of the months are for editing, revising. That's interesting. That's my goal. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, if that works, you'd get 3 books a year. That's good progress, I would say. Teresa says, I'm going to use April and May to finish this one, though, because I have to do house stuff. Yeah, I get it. If anyone understands, it's this girl right here for sure. Still unpacking, living in the, like, moved last fall. That uprooted my career. And then now we are remodeling. The plan was to remodel, then move. Didn't happen that way. So we're living in a remodel, and it's not the worst. The nice thing is I don't stress about the house being perfectly clean. Bathrooms need to be clean. Kitchen needs to be clean, but it's not even clean now. Like, dishes are washed, but the kitchen, there's just dust everywhere, and it's all good. It's all good, right? Speaking of all good, hopefully when you see me Friday, my hair will not be this short because she loves to cut my hair. I know there's a lot that needs to go, so we'll see what happens. My son is getting married. My stepson is getting married in May. I don't really want to have a bob for that. So when you have a face like this, big round face, short hair doesn't look good. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. And again, won't be here tomorrow, but Friday for the podcast. It's going to be an interesting conversation. Piper, you're going to be there Friday, right? Because you've been on this road, even though we really haven't talked about it. You've been down a similar road, so I'm loving that, and I can't wait to hear your experiences as well. So, all right, everyone, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.